What's up, Willowbrook? Scripture refers to King David as a man after God's own heart. And in our chapter today, Psalm 63, we can see exactly why he's called that. Listen to some of the language David uses talking about God. In verse 1, he says, "Earnestly I seek you. I thirst for you. My whole being longs for you." In verse 3, he says, "Your love is better than life." And in verse 5, he says, "I will be fully satisfied." You know, as people, it's so easy to try to find satisfaction in so many other things, horizontal things. I mean, our jobs, our money, our relationships, our experiences. But in our chapter today, David is showing us that our satisfaction comes only from God. And David gives us a couple things that we can do to properly align ourselves, to put ourselves in the right place to get that satisfaction that is only found in God. The first thing is to go where God is. And I know you might be thinking, well, God is everywhere. So God isn't contained to one place, and that's totally true. But what I mean by that is to put ourselves in places where God is the focus. Listen to what David says here in verse 2. He says, "I have seen you in the sanctuary and beheld your power and your glory." David has seen God and has beheld God's power and glory. So we're to do the same thing, to go to church services and to be a part of a life group and to spend time in reading scripture and praying, listening to worship music. We are to go where God is. And the second thing that David shows us today is that we are to fill our minds with thoughts about God, to meditate on God. Listen to what he says in verse 6. He says, "On my bed, I will remember you. I think of you through the watches of the night." So not only is David going to where God is, but he's filling his mind with thoughts about God. And when we do this, we begin to see that the things around us don't matter. The things around us, we no longer try to find satisfaction in those things. And we realize that God is truly the only one that can satisfy us. And you know, the good news in all of this is that one day we're going to be in a place where we don't have to go where God is or fill our minds with thoughts of God, because we will be in his presence forever. God is going to be with us forever. But until that day, let's remember, go where God is, fill our minds with thoughts about God, meditate on him, because he is the only one that can truly satisfy. God bless you.